So I went to Lisbon to meet my friend Alison. Hey, Ali. And it was an amazing trip. We had so much fun. And then at the end of the trip, there was this blackout. End of the world shit that happened.
The government first called it a atmospheric phenomenon.
Well, we don't know what they call it because we didn't know.
Yeah, this is the information I'm getting here in Sweden from the news. Go ahead, sorry to cut you off.
So this is what happened. So we had the flight 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we got off. We're in the hotel. We check out. We're gonna okay. We have to take a cab. The lights went off at 11:30 at noon. So we had to be at the airport like at 12:30 or 1, something like that. So we're like, okay, we have to call a cab. So at that point there was some internet. It was in and out, but there was some internet. So we got an Uber, and then we went to the airport. When we got to the airport, the car left us about 1.5K from the entrance of the airport. People were getting off the cars with luggage and walking to the airport because there were so many cars on the road. You know?
Parked.
Hundreds. Parked. It just parked.
And with nobody in them.
The whole street was full of cars.
You have video of this.
Whoa, was this an EMP?
No. The cars weren't powerless. They were just stuck. Because people don't know how to run shit when they don't have lights. Okay, like everybody else, we walked with our luggage to the airport, and we got to the airport, and there was thousands of people outside the airport, and the doors were closed. I'm like, aren't we supposed to go? We haven't received any message from the airline right now. I found an entrance on the side through a Starbucks that went inside the airport. So I left him with the luggage, and I went around to see if I could get in, and I got in. So I run back to him. And I quietly say, let's go. And he's like, but where are we going? I'm like, go. Because if you say that,
right,
there is an entrance right there, everybody's going to go there. We get in, and then we go up to the security part, and there was no crossing. So it was closed. He's like, there's nothing coming in or out. The airport is closed.
All of this with no power.
No power.
No internet.
And then we're like, how much money do we have cash? Sweden is a cashless society, pretty much.
So we ain't got no dollars.
We are used to bleep, 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 bleep. And there's no...
I'll swish you.
Yeah, I'll swish you. Nothing. There's no cash here. We don't manage any... It's rare to find a bank machine in Sweden. And over there was hundreds of bank machines, but there was no power.
Oh.
Yes. So no power. And then by the time we got out of the airport, because we have to leave, So we finished that security part. It was closed. Then we walk outside, and then people were starting to scream inside the airport, to having arguments and fight about their flights, or yelling at the counter. So like, oh, we have to. I look at him. It's like, we have to go.
We have to go.
So we left the airport and we started to walk outside, and now it's thousands of people walking through the city.
Zombie apocalypse.
With the luggage. You know, it was the apocalypse. And then walking with the luggage and ravaging everything around. So by the time we got to any store, it's like, do you have water? We don't have any water. There was no water anywhere. People were in their balconies looking at people walking. Anyways, so we were walking, and we're like trying to, okay, let's buy something. At some point we got to a store. It's like, do you have water? There wasn't any water. I'm like, give me a beer and a Fanta.
In that order.
Yes. It was cheaper to buy beer than the fucking soda.
I'm with you.
Yes, it was. The beer was €1.50, and the soda was €2. It was a big beer.
Good.
I had it. I didn't care. So anyways, we had the beer, and for some moment we had Tim got some internet, so we ordered another Uber. But by this time, we're like halfway. So we walk almost all the way into the city from the airport. So we took another Uber, and I saw a bank machine, people online. I'm like, okay. And then I told the cab, I'm like, leave me here. And he's like, no, it's not working. And I pay attention to him. I shouldn't have paid attention to him. And he dropped us off. I told him, okay, you move around fix the hotel to see if they say, we don't have any system. We cannot give you a room. Even the hotel where we were staying. So he went around to find out a hotel, and I thought, I'll go to the bank machine. I'm just going to walk until I find one. And I found the same one. And I did a line for 2 hours. And by the time I got to the bank machine, there was 3 people in front of me, but it ran out of money.
No.
So then in the meantime, and Tim recounted this to me, he's going around trying to find a hotel room for them to stay in. People are in line. People are saying, we don't have cash. You can have a picture of my credit card, blah, blah, blah. He finally is like third or fourth in line. The people in front of him got this woman to say, okay, I'll take a picture of your credit card or whatever, and then we'll try to charge you in the morning or whatever. And then it got to him, and she said no to him, and he goes, no. No.
No.
That's not how this is going to work.
You just give it to him.
Yeah. You just gave it to the person in front of me. Whatever. Tim negotiated, and they got a room for the night.
I think the whole issue, it could have been an easier day for everybody if the government at the get-go of the situation should have said to everybody on a text message, we're having problems with the electric, I don't know, with our electric infrastructure.
But
and
please
we're
read what the actual text said.
And we're working on fixing it.
Right.
That's it. That could have been like, okay, then everybody will be okay. But when there is no information of what's happening, and we're right now under so much stress of bad stuff happening in the political environment and wars exploding everywhere, in my mind, I love apocalyptic movies.
We're getting there. We'll get to that.
He's like, I'm in one.
Well,
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I'm like, this is the first step of the war. Disconnect people.
Yeah.
There was no source of information. There was no source of information in Portugal. Then Stefan, when he had time, he told me that there was a cyber attack.
That was another report we got here in Sweden, was that first it was a atmospheric phenomenon. Then they erased that, like, no, that's not what it was. And then they were like, well, it's a cyber attack.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not what it was either.
Nobody knew. We didn't know what was happening. And then they cut out the internet. So you didn't have any source of information. I mean.
But you did get a text.
Yes. So eventually, like at 8 o'clock at night, I'm guessing they sent it to everybody who was in the country at the moment, because I have a Swedish number. For us, it came in English, which I don't know.
Government's not tracking.
Yeah, government's not tracking. He's not sending English text to any phone that is from outside Portugal.
Have you thought about who's going to play you in the movie?
Here we go.
You didn't hear it.
Power connection is gradually being restored. With serenity, we will guarantee essential services and normalization of the situation in the next hours. This was sent at 9 o'clock at night.
With serenity, power connection is gradually being restored. With serenity, we will guarantee essential services and normalization of the situation in the next hours.
What the hell?
I know.
What do you
What?
want?
Serenity? No, and that's not the worst. So I came out of the bank machine all sad because I couldn't get any money. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the back street to see if I can find another bank machine or something. And I take the back street, and there is this other big line. I'm like, yes, this is another bank machine. It wasn't. It was a grocery store.
Ugh.
And as I go by, people start to push inside and start to yell and shit. I'm like,
Here comes the looting.
I go, walk faster. They're going to start shooting some shit here.
Stefan and I are here in Sweden, and we're just like, well, it was nice knowing them, I guess. We were scrambling, and we're trying to figure out what was going on, and we didn't hear from you guys until 10:30 that night.
I think that's when the power came back.
That's when internet came back.
Internet came back at 10:30,
Somehow.
and then power came back like at midnight.
Right.
And then we went out right away to find a bank machine and make a withdrawal and get some food, and went back in because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh,
and I
it's
mean,
terrifying.
everything is closed, and the scary part, especially in the afternoon, was, okay, we need to find somewhere to be in when the dark comes. Because if people are so unsettled right now, when darkness comes, people are going to make,
See?
the best of it.
Look at those scary movies telling you what to do. You had a plan.
Oh, I had a plan right away. As soon as we got there, okay, you do this, I do that. We'll meet right back. Make sure we meet at this place. So
Bring the dog, I am legend.
it makes it easier to watch those movies because it makes it easier and scary. Scary if you don't know how to manage your nerves, then it might be scary for some people. But for me, it's just like tools. I'm like, okay, I know what to do, when to just keep calm, do what you need to do, try to get the stuff that you need to get.
So what have we learned from this trip?
That is really boring to me. Everybody's like, oh, but at least there is worse places to get stranded. I'm like, Yeah, there was no beach, there was no sun, there was nothing to do. Everything was. It's not that I was sitting on a terrace drinking fucking sangria. You know, that wouldn't make it fun.
Yeah.
You need to have cash, or you need to have some. This was a back reminder of why people save gold, why people save cash, because if some bad shit happens, you're powerless.
Where's my go bag?
You need to have something that you can exchange, whether
That's
it's
wild.
money, whether it's gold, whether it's something that is actually physical that you can exchange for stuff with somebody. You're worthless.
Isn't that wild to think about?
I know, it's crazy. And it's crazy how your mind goes when that happens, you
Yeah.
know? Because it's like, do I have to ration food? Oh my God, do I have to ration food? One Pringle at a time. Yes, I ate Pringles.
That's all they had.
Yeah, I know. I sent Tim with 10 euros to the corner store. And it's like, I did shopping, but I shopped too much, so I had to return some stuff. I guess that's hard when you're used to putting whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, rationing.
He's like, okay. He's like, you have to take something else. Like, okay, I'll take this out.